around the majors.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the New York Mets taking on the Miami Marlins. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about set to go. And towing the slab, Braxton Garrett.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Hammer, base hit. And that's going to roll to the wall. Now he turns and heads for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Here's Brandon Nimmo, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. Line drive, base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Batting third, the second baseman.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. 1 run is in. And that's a double.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 2 homers in the game yesterday, so he's feeling good coming in. And first offering is fouled off.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
And a foul ball. Kicks and deals. That's a base hit as a run scores. McNeil coming home. Segura with a relay home, and he's out. But they do get a run.
Pretty close play at the plate right there. Always an exciting one, though, and a really nice job by the defense to cut him down. It's a pretty big blow to a team when you lose a potential run that was so close to getting in there.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Big game last night. He went 4 for 5. The other way. And foul ball. Base hit, left center field. Alonso around second, headed for third.
Back-to-back base hits. He obviously put a very nice swing on that pitch and really drove it towards the gap, but I'm pretty surprised he only ended up on first right there, and it's kind of hard to say if there was some hesitation or if they just decided to play it safe.
Eduardo Escobar, El Caballo up to hit. Now fly ball to right center. Garcia makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Arias with a relay throw, dives in, beats the tag, he scores. And they lead by 3.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Man at first, Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Looks like he went up there guessing on the first pitch and was going to sell out to it. Didn't make any contact, though.
Here's 0-1. Hard hit, left field, base hit. The relay, and they almost caught him, but he's back in time. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And now Darren Ruff, and that gets down into the gap. One run across, and he's in at second with a 2-out double.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Here's Tommy Pham. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. This to center field. Chisholm moving under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. So 9 batters come to the plate. 4 of them score. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Mets 4 and the Marlins coming up. Back here at the ballpark, and on the mound in this one, David Peterson.
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Gene Segura at the plate here. And he deals. Swing and a pop-up. Ruff makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Batting second, the shortstop, Joey.
Here's Joey Wendell. 0 for 6 in the series so far. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Swings through that one.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch. Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
Left-hand hitter waits. Stays alive. Here comes a pitch. Caught him looking for the K. And the Marlins down quietly. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Starling Marte.
The right fielder, number 6, Starling Marte.
And here it comes. That one lifted to left. Soler gets under it. Makes the catch for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
One down. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. He doubled home a run in his first AB. Foul ball. Nimmo leads off second with one gone in the inning. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Nimmo around third. He will score, and the lead is up to 5. And in its second with an RBI double.
Picks himself up an RBI. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Braxton Garrett out of the game, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Edward Cabrera on to pitch here. He's making his second appearance of the season.
Number 27, Edward Cabrera.
Here's Pete Alonso. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Swings through that one. 0-1. One out and a runner at second. That one blasted deep to right. That's back there. And that one's gone. Pete Alonso takes him deep. That's career homer number 149. And they add to their lead. It's 7-0.
He's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Now here is Eduardo Escobar. Next pitch is popped up. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Alvarez.
And that's going to get into the corner. Alvarez into second, and he's got a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Darren Ruff up now for the Mets. Doubled his first time up. Can't field it cleanly. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Two gone with runners at the corners. Tommy Pham now at the plate. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. The run scores from third. It's 9-0.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Starling Marte up to hit. 1 for 2. On the ground to the left. They get the force. Third out. All in all, 10 come to the plate. They bat around at 5 score. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Mets 9 and the Marlins nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out. This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Kicks and fires.
1-1.
Boog, our man Darryl Parker, DP, at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
The pitch. That clips the corner. Yeah, he's one of those umpires that I have to see make his call on a borderline pitch before I start making my call. Like you said, it's not always predictable, but it's pretty fair for the most part. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And now it's Garrett Cooper up to hit. In there, and it's 0-1. Just missed. On the ground to first. Ruff handles the chance. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
The right fielder, Avisail Garcia.
2 outs, base is empty. Avisail Garcia up to the plate. Popped up. Ruff has this one sized up. And that is that. And 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Steep hill to climb. It's a 9-0 deficit. On to the third inning. And the batter now, Brandon Nimmo.
Center fielder, number 9.
Cabrera measures 6 feet 4 inches, 215 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. On the ground, right side. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Arise on to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Jeff McNeil stands in. Good contact guy, good defender. In the air to left center. Soler getting an angle on it. 2 down.
Where do you even begin with the talent we've seen from the Dominican Republic? Vladdy, Big Papi, Pedro, the list goes on and on.
2 outs, base is empty. Pete Alonso will hit next. He's already homered in this game. And it's fouled away. Alonso goes 6 feet 3 inches, 245 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. On the ground, Wendell collects, gathers, and throws to first. And that takes care of Alonso. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Mets, but they still hold a 9-0 lead. And welcome back. Bottom of the inning. And now the DH, Brian De La Cruz. De La Cruz in his second season, 26 years old, and though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
0-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Ooh, we missed a mistake right there.
Next pitch is popped up. Ruff makes the play. 1 up, 1 down.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
Soler in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was born in Cuba. Up the middle. McNeil handles. Throw, save. And that was close. And it looks like they might end up challenging this one. Very close play. And they are going to challenge the call. And so now the decision will be made by the umpires at the replay center back in New York. Another look at it. Singer, are you seeing enough to change the call?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, it's close, but I think after looking at it a few times, we can see that this guy's probably out. And could be a good use of the challenge right here.
Looks like we've got an answer, and he's out. They took a chance with the challenge, and it paid off for him.
First base has been overturned.
And at the plate for Miami, Nick Fortes. And first offering is fouled off. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Miami down in order, and they're down 9-0. Welcome back. New inning getting started. Here's Francisco Lindor. We talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Cabrera back to work. Right side. Arise over to pick it up. Oh, he throws it away. And it's going to wind up out of play.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if these guys are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
Digging in, Eduardo Escobar. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Mets putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the third, so they've set the table for a win, and now I'm sure they're thinking it's time to feast.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Garcia with a quick throw back in. That holds the lead runner, and now they've got 2 in scoring position.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
So up next for New York, Francisco Alvarez. And that's in there for strike 1. Yo, 1. On the ground to short. Over to Cooper. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
The first baseman,
So the Marlins go with a new arm. Sixto Sanchez.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Darren Ruff getting ready to hit. Ripped on a line. Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw in. Escobar caught up now trying to get to third. To third. Tag. Got him. Tries to get back, but he can't. The throw hangs him out to dry, and the inning is over. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, and nobody left on. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Mets 10 and the Marlins nothing. Back here in Miami, John Chabi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Gene Segura. The wind and the pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Marlins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
On the ground right side. McNeil gets it to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Joey Wendell, the next up for the Marlins. His first at bat was a strikeout. And the 0-1. Swung on, popped up left side. Escobar makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
The batter, number 3, second baseman,
Luis Arraez stands in. He was a strikeout victim his first time. The Marlins yet to pick up a hit here. 0-2 as he waves at that one.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
The wind of the pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Marlins. Not looking good. They're down 10-0. Back here at Lone Depot Park, we go to the top of the fifth. Here's the left fielder, Tommy Pham. And the pitch. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A towering home run. His first homer of the year. It's 11-0.
Pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
So digging in, Starling Marte. Sends it to first. One away here in the fifth.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Here's the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Ripped to right, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. That one ripped right center field. That's back. Turning, looking, and that one is gone. He blasts one out to right. His second of the year. It's 13-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Most times it's the pitcher looking at the scoreboard for velocity, but in this case it's the hitter. He just turned around triple digits at the dish. I don't even know how he saw that pitch. Maybe he didn't, but he got a home run out of it.
New pitcher for the Marlins, Steven Okert. He's into the game with the bases empty. One out, bases empty. And now the Mets DH, Pete Alonso. He's already homered here in this one. Bounce to the right. Throws from the seat of his pants. And that takes care of Alonso.
Well, he makes a great decision to go ahead and dive to stop that ball. Nice little flip to the pitcher covering. Those are those PFPs, pitchers fielding plays.
Two outs, base is empty. And next for the Mets, Francisco Lindor. Into center. Chisholm has a beat on it. And that'll do it. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. Home half of the fifth coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at the ballpark, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Some nuggets on Jazz Chisholm. He's from the Bahamas, and he was born in 1998, signed with the Diamondbacks in 2015. Before he can make his major league debut, though, Arizona traded Jazz to Miami for Zach Gallen. He made his debut the following season, and then in 2022, He became an all-star. Next offering is in for a strike.
He also became the first player from the Bahamas to play a game at shortstop in the bigs since Andre Rogers in 1967. You know, Rogers was the first big leaguer from the Bahamas. Started to play shortstop for the Cubs when Ernie Banks moved to first base.
Got him swinging. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Cooper takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. The Fish hitless so far in the game. Next offering is in for a strike.
Now there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Swing and a miss, and that is strike two. Got it by him for the K. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Coming on is Pham to make the play. Garcia gone on the play. That is the inning, and the Marlins down quietly. Still looking up at a 13-0 score. Welcome back. Top six. And stepping in for New York, Eduardo Escobar. Okert back to work. Okert in his third season. He features a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a sinker. The 0-1. Drilled to left center, way back there, and that is gone. Eduardo Escobar leaves the park. His first homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 14-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Out towards right center field. Chisholm gliding as he moves to his left. Got it. Nice grab. And there's one away.
The first baseman, number 33,
Darren Ruff up now for the Mets.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it drops foul into the corner.
Well, he got a first pitch breaking ball right there that he clearly liked the look of. Just needed to let it travel a little longer.
Well struck left field. That's back. Turning, looking, and that one is gone. Darren Ruff leaves the yard. His first homer of the year. It's 15-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So up next for New York, Tommy Pham. That one's on its way. No question about it. And that one will go. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 16-0.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Tanner Scott. This is his first appearance of the season. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Starling Marte. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. One down, base is empty. And strike two.
2 strikes.
And the 0-2. Line drive, base hit, right field.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Garcia drifts towards it. He's got it. Out. Number 2.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Man at first, Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. McNeil, 30 years old now, and he's a former Silver Slugger recipient in the National League. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. That one is gone. A 2-run shot, third home run of the season, and they add on. It's 18-0.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
At the plate, Pete Alonso. The outfield playing him to pull, with the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap. Bounced out to short. Throws to first, and that takes care of Alonso. And the inning is over, but they tack on 5 runs. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. Mets out in front, 18-0. And welcome back. Now it's the DH, Brian De La Cruz.
The designated hitter, Brian De La Cruz. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals.
Left field, Pham under it. Drops into the glove, and there's one down.
Now batting, the left fielder,
Jorge Soler up at the plate. Reached on an infield single his first time. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. The pitch.
That's outside.
And a count 1-2. The wind of the pitch. He goes down looking.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all the strikeouts, they kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
And a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
The 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. The Marlins still looking for their first hit in this one. Got him looking. So he's gotten deep into this game, and at least so far, not showing a ton of signs of fatigue. Back here in Miami, we go to the top of the 7th. Now it's the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. And the pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. That one's carrying and gone. Francisco Lindor takes him deep. 3rd home run of the season. It's 19-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Now Matt Barnes takes over.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Eduardo Escobar, the next to hit. The outfield shifted pretty heavily towards right field. And first offering is fouled off. Right-handed reliever. And that one hammered. It's got a chance. And that ball is gone. Eduardo Escobar goes deep. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 20-0. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Francisco Alvarez. Swings through that one. 0-1. The pitch. Chopped left side. And he saved it first.
Now batting, the first baseman, Darren Ruff.
So a man aboard. And the batter now, Darren Ruff. That one drilled left field. And gone! He'll touch them all. His second of the year. It's 22-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So the Marlins go with a new arm, A.J. Puck.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
And next for the Mets, Tommy Pham. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. The pitch. Now it hits him in the chest.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And now Starling Marte. That one hit to right. Garcia settles under it. Makes the grab. One down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
And now the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets.
Jeff McNeil.
Lined into right. Garcia makes the catch, and that'll do it. But they go deep 3 times in the inning and score 4. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. Mets are out on top, 22-0. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the third baseman, Gene Segura.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know he
Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Joey Lucchesi.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Joey Lucchesi.
And a pitch. And there's a strike. And the 0-1. And a swing and a miss. got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
And that one lifted in the air center field. And there are 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Luis Arias, the next up for the Marlins. Still no hits on the board. 1 out away from taking the no-no into the 8th. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
0-2.
The 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. Here's the 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. We go to the 8th. Here's some real power at the plate. Pete Alonso. Here comes a pitch. Hard hit to 3rd, and it's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Swings here and blasts one left field. And it hits the base of the wall. Relay throw to second, but he's in there easily.
All over that one right there. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
So up next, Eduardo Escobar. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they tack on 3. It's 25-0.
Putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special, and I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
New pitcher now, Anthony Bender.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. That's out to center field. Chisholm under it. Brings it in. And there's one down.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Darren Ruff now at the plate.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Line drive, knocks it down. Fires over to first. And they get the out. Two outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Tommy Pham. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. And that one is off the top of the wall. And wow, he puts on the brakes at first. So just a two-out single.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
So the lineup flips over, and now the right fielder, Starling Marte. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
That one ripped. Hauls it in on the warning track. Mets get 3 on this homer. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Lone Depot Park, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And this lineup is still. And a pitch. And there's a foul ball. And now the lefty. That one's in there, and it's 0-2.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Next pitch misses, and that is ball 1. And now 2-2.
Outside.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Next to hit, Garrett Cooper.
This is where the no-hit bid really starts feeling real, but still a long ways to go.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. He can't squeeze it, and it drops in foul. Next pitch is popped up. Lucchesi moving under this one and puts the squeeze on it. That's out number 2. So just 4 more outs to get through, and the tension is building in the ballpark right now.
Yeah, and we can feel it in the booth. He's got these hitters locked up.
Avisail Garcia digs in now. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball, that's off the plate.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
The 1-1. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. And the right-hander back to work. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Man at first, and next is the designated hitter, Pete Alonso. That one ripped, but foul. Bender, a righty that throws with power. He features a sinker, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a four-seamer. Now the 0-1. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Francisco Lindor.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. In the air out towards right center. Chisholm makes the catch, and that'll do it. Welcome back. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Stepping in, Brian De La Cruz. Everyone's attention on the no-hit bid now. 3 tough outs to get.
Can only imagine the nerves that some of the defensive players have right now. You got to have the mindset, I want the ball hit to me, but in front of that, you hope that he strikes the hitter out.
So they turn to Edwin Diaz out of the pen.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Diaz, a former All-Star, 29 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. 3 outs from a no-hitter. On the ground to third, and he grabs it foul. The pitch. Swings and misses. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Well, I've always said it's tough. An elevated fastball you see so well, hard to lay off of. Well, when you're talking about 100 miles per hour, chances of catching up are next to none. So you see that one just blown right by him. I think you're going to have to start a lot earlier if you're going to catch up to that speed.
And first offering is fouled off.
Puerto Rico doesn't just produce baseball talent, it produces Hall of Fame talent from Roberto Clemente to Pudge Rodriguez.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Fortes, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Next pitch off the plate, and the count is 1-1. A chance for the no-no right here. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, no-hitters are awesome, but there's something really fun and cool about a combined no-hitter. What a great day to be at the ballpark. These guys got the W. That's what's most important.
Ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes.
Back now at Oriole Park. I'm John Shambi next to Chris Singleton. Thanks for tuning in. We've got one away here in inning number 6. One out. Runner at second. Here's the left fielder, Austin Hayes. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Count 1-0.
Just missed. The 2-0 is in for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
2-1 now. Severino. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location.
And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Now batting.
Here's Adam Frazier. And first offering is fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Stowers at second with 2 down. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Frazier retired, and that ends the inning. One left for the Orioles. They still trail it here 4-3. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Austin Vogt.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their guys a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, one-run game. Now it's going to be Oswald Peraza.
Oswald Peraza.
The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Righty delivers. That one fouled off.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Righty to the plate. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's back. That one opts against the fence. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So the batting order turns over. Gleyber Torres stepping in now for the Yankees. Next pitch is popped up. And Gleyber Torres retired. And there's one down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrating with himself until his next at bat.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Mateo with a relay home, but it's offline. And they take a 2-run lead.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Man at first with one gone. Now Anthony Rizzo. Smoke to the left, base hit. Judge round second on his way to third. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
One away, runners at second and third. And now it's going to be Giancarlo Stanton. He's already homered in this game. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. How big a deal is that walk?
I don't think it's a big deal because if you pitch to the previous hitter with the power he has, he can hit a home run. I think it was a calculated walk. We'll see how it pays off here. Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
On the ground, could be 2. Feeds to second, out there. On to Mountcastle. It's a double play. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 5-3 ball game. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC. Bottom of the 7th, Jorge Mateo now. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Michael King. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for New York, number 34, Michael King.
And here it comes. He swings and fouls one off.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Next one misses, and 1-1.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out, but right now his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
So now 1-2.
2 strikes.
Ground ball up the middle. Over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Warriors, the center fielder, Cedric.
Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Cedric Mullins. Swinging a foul straight back. The 0-1. Way out front for strike 2.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. You got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Here's Adley Rutschman, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And the righty deals. Good eye right there. Two outs. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And the right-hander deals. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Back here in Baltimore, now the third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Josh Donaldson.
Voth back to work. Ripped towards third. Tosses across to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next,
it's Aaron Hicks now. The outfield shifted pretty heavily towards right field.
Hicks.
And that one pulled foul. Voth, 30 years old now, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2013. On a line, base hit. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
One out, runner at second. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Jose Trevino. That one the other way. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Santander gets it back in quickly, and that's good enough to hold the lead runner at third. Runners now at the corners.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. I'll tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Can't get there, base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's a 3-run game, 6-3.
Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
So they turn things over to the righty, Ryan Baker.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
Here's Gleyber Torres. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. And a foul ball left side.
Looking for some insurance, or as our friends down in the South would say,
insurance.
No matter how you say it, we know what you mean.
Trevino, the runner at third. Peraza over at second with one down. And that one is lifted in the air. Mullins on his horse. Grabs it on the run. Both runners tagging. Frazier with a relay throw. He beats it safe. It's 7-3.
Well, these guys understand how important each run is, especially as you get closer to the end of the ball game. Nice job right there to get that runner in from third and add a little insurance.
Here is Aaron Judge. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Hit hard, base hit. And that's going to roll to the wall. In comes the runner from third, and it's 8-3. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon.
Wastes no time there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
And here is Anthony Rizzo. Out there to center. Mullins settles under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Yankees 8 and the Orioles 3. And welcome back. On to the bottom of the 8th, and stepping in is the speedy Gunnar Henderson.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against it.
And he deals. And first offering is fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits. And a big swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Out to short. Peraza collects it. Tosses to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Anthony Santander at the plate. The outfield shifted pretty heavily towards right field. Swings through that one. 0-1. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and 2 away now.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
And that one fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. Goes down looking. Orioles held in check there. Can't chip away at an 8-3 deficit. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Giancarlo Stanton. The pitch. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. And he makes the catch. One up, one down.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but, hey, you got to keep swinging it.
Now it's the right fielder, Oswaldo Cabrera. That one is absolutely belted. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. He made him pay for that one. His second home run of the game. It's 9-3.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Here's Josh Donaldson. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Bangs off the wall. He's in at second with a one-out double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Now here's Aaron Hicks. 1 for 3. And a rope into center field, base hit. Donaldson coming around third. He scores. It's 10-3.
Well done. Drives in the run. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Here's Jose Trevino. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one's back, and that is gone. He flexes his power with that swing, and they add to the lead. It's 12-3. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Coming on for the Orioles, Andrew Politi. On for his major league debut, and a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, I'm sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Oh, and now this one's crushed. This one's on its way and gone. His first homer of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 13-3.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Gleyber Torres up to the plate. That one drilled left field. It bangs off the wall. And into second with one away. That's a double.
The center fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Mansingy, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
And at second with one away, here's the center fielder, Aaron Judge. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Judge rips that one. Mullins moving back for it, still going back. And that one's gone into the bleachers. Aaron Judge leads the yard. Third home run of the season, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 15-3. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Keegan Aiken will take over here.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate. The outfield shifted pretty heavily towards right field. There's a swing and a drive. Leaping, and it's gone. Anthony Rizzo circles the bases. Home run number 5 on the season, and they tack one on the board. It's 16-3.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. And that one hops the wall. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Frazier with a relay throw. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
One down. And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera, a switch hitter batting right. That one ripped. And it hits the fence. Run comes in from second, and the lead continues to grow.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
Now it's Josh Donaldson's turn to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Man at second. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Santander raging back towards the wall. Hauls it in on the warning track. Runner tagging for third.
The left fielder, number 31, Aaron Hicks.
Here's Aaron Hicks.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
And that one in the air center field. Mullins settles under it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. But they put a 9 spot up on the board here to open up a big lead. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the 9th. The Yankees lead this one 17-3. So bottom of the 9th.
Leading
now
off
here's the Orioles DH.
Orioles,
Kyle
the
Stowers.
designated hitter, Kyle Stowers.
The right-hander back to work. There's a strike. Strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
The wide to kick the pitch. Gonna count 1-2.
And that's awfully
One ball,
close. I don't know how
two
you take
strikes.
that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
Man, that slider bearing in
Now
on your
batter,
hands like that, it's
the
just so
left
tough to
fielder.
fight off. It's kind of like a
Austin.
cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Hayes now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Next offering is in for a strike. Kicks and fires. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the
Now
ball the
back,
other way,
second baseman,
but that time
Adam
a little anxious.
Frazier.
2 outs, base is empty. And into the box for Baltimore, Adam Frazier. Bounce to the right side, and it goes just foul. And now the 0-1. And now 1 strike away.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Is just 1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.